Welcome to episode 1 of Back Masterclass free 6-part video series, and in this video, I'll be discussing how to fix back pain and start gentle, effective, and easy for absolute beginners if you're having excruciating pain and you don't know where to start to activate your deep core, your hips, and your lumbopelvic hip complex. Hi, my name is Annie. I'm a physical therapist with more than 20 years experience. If you're new to my channel is about Pilates, yoga, physical therapy, health, and wellness. And in this video, I'll be demonstrating how to jumpstart to activate your deep core through proper breath work, core engagement, mind-body connection, utilizing a physio ball and elastic band. So let's begin the program. If you've been to my 6-part video series, you can see them all in my playlist. And in this video, I'll be demonstrating. We're gonna go straight to it. I want you to start regaining your core strength. And there's so much solutions, but this is one of the best solutions, because if you don't start proper breath work, if you don't engage with your diaphragm as part of your core, as I said in my other videos, and then your lumbopelvic hip complex, which means your lumbar, your pelvis, your hips, and then your pelvic floor. Without all of these cohesive movement patterns, you're creating a lot of misalignment. And when you have that proper breath work, you're gonna start relaxing those muscles that's been tight, stiff, proper oxygenation on those inflamed tendons, ligaments, and muscles and joints, especially to those areas where your disc, your joints have less blood supply that needs a lot of breath work, oxygenation, and relaxation. Comparison to other exercises where you're doing high impact activities, without that connection, then you have this misalignment that causes chronic pain. So we want to get out of that cycle of pain, spasm, stiffness, inflammation, and back again, that you felt like it's never ending cycle. So we have to cut off that cycle and start regaining. So let's begin by lying on your back. So we have the ball, because the ball is a great way to support a very weak core. And most of my patients can't elevate their legs to a tabletop. Tabletop means bending your knee, like marching, lying down. And then what happens is when your core is so weak, it pulls your lumbar spine. You lose that connection, and the ball will give that starting position while keeping our spine in neutral position. So today we're also going to learn how to slowly learn that connection with our deep core. So as you lie on your back, this is the tabletop position I was talking about. With your knees bent to 90 and your top of your leg is like the table. That's why it's called tabletop. Hip 90 degrees, knees 90 degrees. So you want to make sure the ball is not too big or too small on your height and body weight. And then the elastic band, I love placing this around your thighs because it helps that deep activation of your hip muscles, especially those tinier muscles that support your hip joints. Most patients with weak hip doesn't have strength, and it causes muscle imbalance and tilting on your pelvis or rotation that creates your lumbar spine more rotation when you try walking, standing, and even driving and sitting, when you have that one-sided dominance and then the other side gets neglected. So in this program, we are slowly connecting which one is your weaker side and which one is your stronger side. And once you find the root of the problem, guess what? You know which one you need to work on, and you need to reconnect mind-body awareness, and then you can slowly build that foundation again on your core. So what I said about proper breath work, you want to make sure you take a deep breath through your nose, and you want to make sure you're not lifting your chest up, because when you lift your chest up, you're going to stiffen your neck, and you're not really expanding your rib cage laterally. Laterally means when you inhale, you want to flare it out to the side, while at the same time keeping your spine in neutral. So how do you check that neutral position? By placing that small hand, by placing your hand at the small of your back. So you can find there's different tilts and lordosis of your lumbar spine, which means the arch of your low back. Most patients with anterior pelvic tilt, of course, they're overarching. And then those with flat back, they're too flat on the floor when they lie down. So the neutral spine is when you can slowly place that hand at the small of the back, just glide it gently. And when you do that, you want to retrain your lumbar spine to keep that small space, not overarching and not too flattening. So having that hand at the small of the back is a great way to connect to your lumbar spine to learn how to keep that spine in a slightly curve. And then place one hand on your abdomen so you can feel your diaphragm lowering as you inhale and expanding laterally. And then when you inhale, you want that abdominal muscle a little bit to distend so that your pelvic floor, guess what? Your pelvic floor, you're giving that space as a pistol to breathe. Inhale and then exhale. You don't want you to squeeze it down fast towards the back, towards the spine. And that's why cueing is so important. You want to start zipping it up from your lower abdominal muscles all the way to your navel. Because when you start zipping from the top, unzipping a jacket down, guess what? You're pushing your pelvic floor down, and that's not healthy on your pelvic floor. So this is a great way to remind yourself. So as you inhale, expand your rib cage, distend that abdominal muscle to give space for your organs and your pelvic floor. And as you breathe out through your mouth, that's when you zip it up. 2 more. Inhale. All the time, keeping that neutral spine with my hand at the small of the back. Breathe in and zip it up. Last one. Inhale. And then zip it up. Well done. Now, we want to challenge now by engaging your hips. So with your knees bent, I love the butterfly stretch, which means you're going to open your knees out. You're engaging your hip external rotators while keeping your feet facing together this time as you open. And you can challenge by adding your hand, pointing to the heavens and opening your hands apart all at the same time, like butterfly wings, knees out, hands out, palms up, engaging your scapular muscles, keeping that neutral position as you breathe in, and then breathe out, zipping it up all at the same time. And then inhale again, back center with your hands and knees together. And I love to engage your hip adductor, squeezing your knees, squeezing your hands to engage as well. Inhale, exhale, zip it up and open your knees out and palms out and breathe out. While keeping that neutral space on your back. 3 more. Inhale, back center. Squeeze your knees, squeeze your hands. Exhale, open. Butterfly. 2 more. Inhale. Hands and knees together. Squeeze as hard as you can. Isometric. Exhale, open. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, center. Well done. Now from this position, dead bug is one of the best exercise, but sometimes with back pain, you can't even begin positioning in this position because of the weakness of your lumbar spine and your core. So with the ball, it's going to help us almost like a dead bug position, but beginner version. So with your hands pointing to the heavens, you're going to slowly extend your left leg, toes pointing away, resting the back of your knee on the ball, and then your right hand overhead, opposite side as you breathe out. And then inhale, slowly place your foot back to starting position towards the ball as you gently lift your hand pointing to the ceiling. And then you switch to the other side. This time I'm going to extend my right leg, resting behind my right knee, resting my leg on the ball as I reach over with my left hand, opposite side. So this helps your obliques. All at the same time, as I exert effort, I'm zipping it up for engage. And then inhale back again with your foot back to the ball and my hand pointing to the heavens. We have 9 more to go. Inhale, exhale, extend. This time my left leg, my right hand overhead. Squeeze your core in, zipping it up, and then inhale back center, and then switch. Inhale back center, exhale. We have 7 more. Switch. 6 more. Slow and steady so the ball helps the mindfulness not to shake the ball so much. So it's not about speed, it's about control. 1 motion, 1 breath work. Toes pointing away as you extend your leg. 5 more. Inhale, exhale, switch. 4 more, my friends. Squeeze the core in. Don't forget zipping it up as you extend. As you reach over with your hand. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Last set, my friends. Well then, the next exercise is leg circle. So leg circle is a great way to activate your hip flexors with your hands pointing to the heavens. If you feel like it's too difficult for you to balance, you can place your hands on your side for support. And for those who want to challenge today, with your knee lock as much as you can. If you can't keep your toes pointing to the heavens straight, 90 degrees, you can start 45-degree angle. But for those who can really lock their knee ready, if you have better flexibility, you can challenge. And then making sure the other leg is really pushing down to the ball to activate the isometric on the opposite leg for stability. So now with my hands pointing to the heavens, I'm going to do a small circle like a size of a small dish on my left foot without rocking my hips, not rocking the ball 10 times. As I breathe in and breathe out. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then reverse circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now switch to the other side. I'm extending my right leg, toes pointing to the heavens, and we'll do small circle like a size of a small dish, making sure the other foot is really planted on the ball for stability. 7 more as you breathe in and breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then reverse circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. We are cooling down now by doing a gentle figure 4. Extend the right leg, rest the opposite foot on top of your thigh, and slowly bend your knee to your chest for a lovely piriform stretch. Hug your knees to your chest, feel that lovely stretch, and hold this in 3 deep breaths. If you can't hug your knees to your chest yet, you can just press your hand towards the top of your knee on the figure 4 position and push your knee out for that piriform stretch. But for those who needed a deeper stretch, try your best to gently hug your knees to your chest. Last deep breath in. And then switch to the other side. My right foot over my left thigh. Hug my knees to my chest. Last deep breath in. And that's it. This is day 1 of my free 6-part video series about my back masterclass, where we utilize core back immersion, Pilates, yoga, physical therapy, utilizing different equipment such as physio ball, elastic band, and there's so much more as we progress. For the next 5 more videos, we're going to incorporate the foam rollers, the wall, and a lot of Pilates and yoga to finally improve your core strength, your posture, and regain life without back pain. If you're interested to join my free 6-part videos and to access and to be part of the early bird waitlist before I open my back masterclass at the end of the month of March 30, 2024, for a first come first serve basis, leave your name and email address on the description below, And I'll send you the emails to remind you and mark it on your calendar so you don't miss out on this opportunity to finally fix all your back pain concerns, all the weakness on your core and your poor posture. And if you have difficulty engaging your core, there's so much more to learn and there's so much techniques out there, but this is a very beautiful progress course that you can see, and I have a lot of lovely testimonies that you can watch on my other free 6-part video series from my lovely graduated students that they enjoyed my program and my Zoom meeting calls to guide them safely and effectively. If you have time today, and if this video is already available, video 2 will be here, and watch more about my core back immersion video 1 on my other series that you can add together with this series. Until my next video training, always remember, be safe, be well, and healthy you. Bye!